da 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 do 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 do. There we go. I'm here. All right.
How's it going, everybody? Yeah, I was doing some looking into stuff. See this? You'll see this here. I know you see it. I'll touch that here in a second. But I was looking over some stuff. We've actually got three articles talking about the actual. It's not an actual, like, current plot, the way that this is framing it, but there's been quite a few conservative lawmakers who have been talking about ending no fault divorce. I live in Oklahoma, and I know that our senators and quite a few of our local politicians really do want to end it. So, if there are people running around trying to tell you otherwise, you can pretty safely disregard them. Uh, Senator Smith's here today. How's everybody doing? I'm testing out a. Oh no. Yeah, I'm trying to test something out, but for some reason, Streamlabs must be freaking out because the Stream Health says that it's healthy, that it's excellent, but apparently I am getting the most crazy fluctuations. Look at this. Just just wait for it. It'll do it again. Yeah, see? 3,000. It'll drop down 24, 100 maybe. 3,000 again? Hell yeah. Probably has to do with all the tabs I have open. Um 800. See it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And let's see, do they actually name any? Dennis Lieberman, uh, Ben Carson had said some stuff. Not that he's an actual current politician, but he was in Trump's administration and might be again. Beverly Willett argues that unilateral no-fault divorce is also unconstitutional because it violates a person's 14th Amendment right to due process, which that no. Um, Beverly Willett is also the person who wrote this article. So we're going to touch on that because Beverly Willett actually has financial incentive, I believe, and definitely has personal incentive. So let's close these other articles and just leave this one up. I don't need the other articles because I'm going to look at this one and point out a few issues, right? So, there is no Republican plot to end no fault divorce, but there should be. This was in August of 2023, before quite a few of the articles that I was just looking at, which came out in June, like a week ago. So, and here's where the first problem starts. Okay, so a barrage of recent articles claim that the Republican Party is waging a war on women, which, yes, they objectively are. That cannot be argued against because when you go for no fault divorce and you're going for uh, other things such as reproductive rights, yeah, that is a war on women. Um, the evidence alleged proposals to eliminate no fault divorce in Texas, Louisiana, and Nebraska, and comments by conservative pundits in support of such measures. Yes. Also, here's the first disingenuous bit, leaving out the abortion topic in this article entirely when mentioning the war on women. That shows a level of dishonesty already to me. And then you scroll down here. As a lawyer, I can tell you that the evidence that no fault divorce is on its way out is thin. Yeah, I mean, it's not that it's definitely on its way out, but it is a target. It is something they are talking about. So, another disingenuous line there to make people who read quickly and don't want to actually put any analysis into the situation, they're gonna eat this bullshit right up. But as a woman, so you've already got the virtue signaling, the demographic card being pulled out. A registered Democrat. I don't care what you register as. I care about your fucking values. And a divorce victim. You weren't a victim of divorce. Your partner didn't want to be with you anymore for whatever the fuck the reason was. It doesn't matter what the reason was. But apparently your partner did not want to be with you. So you're not a victim of divorce. You went through a divorce because your partner didn't want to be with you. And then I wish the threat was real. And then if you come down here, all 50 states have no fault divorce statutes. Yep, all but Mississippi and South Dakota, the laws are unilateral, permitting spouses to divorce the other against their will and without cause. Yeah, who cares? Well, apparently you do. But I don't give a fuck. I'm actually glad that my mother was able to divorce my father without him having to give permission. Now, there was cause in her eyes for it, but that's actually entirely irrelevant to this point. Let's do, yeah, just like that. Decades of research demonstrate that these laws have eroded marriages and burdened families. Yeah. I read the studies being linked here, and there's also some word trickery being played there. So, in the one down here about children, yeah, children are suffering. There's actually been further research because that is that study is from 2014. There's been further research on the topic. That study down there says that it has to be the married biological parents living together in the household, which is not the case. It just needs to be two incomes supporting the child, and with both people who are supporting the child showing love and affection to them. Uh, Generally, there are, like a step parent situation where the step parent treats the child exactly like they would if it was a biological child. But yeah, it doesn't have to be the actual married biological parents. It just doesn't. And yeah, some more bitching and whining over here. And then, yeah, attempts to conjecture a conspiracy about no-fault divorce then serve no purpose but to sow further political discord and divert attention from the serious problems it causes. It doesn't cause some serious problems. It really doesn't. Like, it's not the cause of problems. The cause of problems is deeper than fucking divorce. There were societies that were doing pretty fucking well when they didn't have the concept of marriage. So how can you have that? Societies that were doing fairly well for the level that they were at, like they were pretty stable. They didn't even have the concept of marriage. So, yeah, no. Uh, After my own unwanted divorce, right there. Yep, I co-founded a volunteer bipartisan organization to advocate divorce reform. Our modest model legislation and efforts like it have gained little traction even among Republicans, including in the red state of Georgia, which is good. Regrettably, divorce is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and this right here is another big red flag. Because everything under capitalism makes money in some regard, and doing legal work, which marriage is a legal contract, so you are working to break a legal contract. You need lawyers. As a fucking attorney yourself, your entire job makes billions of dollars. As a matter of fact, what kind of attorney are you? What kind of attorney are you? Okay, what the hell is her name? Yeah, Beverly Willett. I don't want to know your. Actually, here we go. No, not Google Books. God damn it. I should have read that first. Where is your Coalition for Divorce Reform? Don't care. You said you're an attorney. Author at the Federalist. Authors Guild. Do you. What cases has Beverly A. Willett? Attorney turned writer. Wait, hold on. As a law student Christian, my aspirations practicing law were rooted in the deep desire. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. As a Christian divorce attorney. Should have known. Yeah. As a lawyer. Yeah, she's a divorce attorney. Okay, hold on. Where's that fucking. Yeah, regrettably. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, essentially, under capitalism, yeah, every business makes fucking money, or it attempts to. So, on the other hand, family breakdown costs taxpayers billions. I'm pretty sure this is also misleading. There's actually tax breaks for families, so if there's more divorces, that means they're paying more money, uh, individually. So, I'm gonna call that into some fucking question. But, uh, there's also like ways that that could be recouped even if it was true. So I don't care. I'm more in favor of the freedom that people have than forcing them to both agree to divorce or whatever the fuck. Then yeah, Ronald Reagan signed the first no fault divorce. Divorce rates doubled after the enactment of no fault laws and remain high. Yeah, I don't care. That's freedom, motherfucker. At the same time, marriage rates have fallen to a historic low. Nobody fucking cares. Marriage is expensive. Nobody wants to get married anymore because it's a stupid old fucking construct. Like, who cares? The only benefit you get is tax benefits. That's it. I mean, there's like mild other ones, but like nobody cares. Nobody cares. Fuck off. Nobody cares. Children are suffering? No, they're not. And are adversely affected well into adulthood? No, they're not. As long as both parents treat the children well. Uh, uh, or there's step parents that step in, especially if like mom and dad divorce and then there's a step parent on each side and both of them raise the child, weekend to weekend, uh, depending, week to week, if possible. Like, and both groups of parents are solid. Yeah, no, that child's gonna do fine. It'll be fine. What causes problems is things like foster care. Like, if you're stuck in the foster care system, it's not good for you. That's where actual problems come in. The hypocrisy of liberals is no better. And this is some stupid shit. This is really dumb because when uh, when Chuck Schumer spoke in support of Respect for Marriage Act, he recalled a conversation between his daughter and her wife in which they wondered if their right to marry could be undone. And then she comes over here and says what he conveniently failed to mention was that New York had already codified a guaranteed right of divorce, allowing his daughter or her wife to undo their marriage easily without the consent of the other for any reason. This is a linguistic trick. She is trying to trick you here, and you cannot fall for it. Because what the daughter had said was if their right to marry, not that the right for their marriage, like nothing about divorce. This is the actual right to marry. And then she turns around and is like, well, she has the right to end your marriage. Ending a marriage is different than never being able to be married in the first place. A nullification of something doesn't mean it never happened in the first place. It just means it's done. Like ending it ends it doesn't mean that it never happened. If the right for gay marriage gets stripped away, it ends that marriage and prevents them from marrying again. If you get divorced and you feel it was a mistake, both of you, and you both feel the same way, you can get remarried. Like, this is just whining for no fucking reason. This is trickery. They are trying to trick you. Prominent female Democrats used to be some of the most vocal critics of no, I don't care. Respect one of the most important. No fault permits one party to break his or her contractual obligations without due process. Who cares? Mandatory cooling off periods. No. See, what they're trying to do is force you into a contract under the state so that they can have more control over you. And the only people who would push for this are monsters. They're demons. They do not care about you. They don't care about life. They don't care about your rights. They don't care about liberty. They hate you. They want you to be a worker under them, listening to everything they say and never causing problems for them so that they can be the most powerful bully on the playground. They just want to be the most powerful bully. Unilateral no-fault divorce clearly violate. No, it doesn't. Defendants are deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process. Maybe property, but here's the deal: it's not due process because you're in court. There's a mediation agreement that goes on. You idiots! Like, holy shit. Don't care. So, yeah, this was all just disingenuous bullshit. Of course it was. Why wouldn't it have been? I wanted to read it because I saw it. It's Washington Examiner, and as soon as I read that it was a liberal divorce, or I didn't, a liberal attorney who's in favor of uh, stripping no fault divorce, I was like, okay, let's see what the perspective is. And I kind of skimmed through it and was reading through it, and I just wanted to show you some of the problems that I immediately noticed. So if you start noticing things like that, uh, don't really take it seriously, honestly. Like you should pay very close attention to the things you're reading in that regard. This is crazy. How the fuck am I dropping frames when the only thing I've got open is the streaming software and then the YouTube over here? Didn't make any sense. Oh well. Really planned on being here that long? 30 minutes? It's actually longer than I had planned on being here. I just wanted to test the new stream setup thing, and apparently it's bad. I may have only been streaming at like 2800 bitrate, but at least it was consistently around that. Not like this dog shit. I don't get it. Oh well. I'll have to do some research on why my bitrate won't remain stable. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here. I hope y'all have a good one. Take care, and we'll see ya in the next one.